Is it fucking gonna work now? Good Lord. Oh my goodness. Okay. There, we'll try this. See if that's any better. Holy frickin' smokes, man. I don't get it. Hello. Now I should be moving. I don't know what the heck that was all about. Frickin' technology. Hey, Foster. I think we got it right this time, Landon. Yeah, I'm moving now. I mean, it wouldn't be wrong. I just got done walking the racetrack of the Portland swap meet. So I should be frozen like this because everything hurts right now. Oh, I think I walked that track twice. Yeah, right? Mopar people. Let me put on my. Oh, I can read it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Can you hear me okay? I don't know how well this. Well, this mic should pick me up pretty good. Oh, excuse me. Whew. All right, good. Oh. Where's NERTON at? Good God, he wanted me to go live. Here I am. Oh. So how's your transmission swap going? I haven't seen the latest video yet. I think you're working on making a cross member or something. Oh, at least the last one I saw, part of it. Oh, you got it done. Okay, I'm a little behind. Well, that's good. How did it run? Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. I don't know how long I'll be live tonight. I just figured I'd jump on just because I don't feel like doing nothing else. Oh, the dogs are barking. And oh, you just wait, Mater. Actually, you might have a pretty good chance because I've been today and tomorrow I'll be doing swap meet, and I was there today for 11 hours, and tomorrow might be another long one, so I'm gonna be pretty pooped out tomorrow. You might you might be able to lay an easy smackdown on me. Hey, what's up, Pinks? Yeah, I just got done doing the racetrack at PIR, like 2 miles, and then there's all the pit area and the drag strip and the area in the middle. And I think I must have walked. It seemed like freaking 20 miles. I didn't really. I bought some stuff right there. All that stuff right there. Whoops. This. There we go. No, Mater's like. I guess he thinks he's a Mopar guy, and I think they're actually. It might be worse than Chevy guys. Dude. Well, you've probably been to it, haven't you, Pinks? I swear to God, every golf cart that existed in the Portland, Vancouver area was on the track today. I was like, son of a. And I don't know if I could even find one anymore because you used to see a bunch of them on Marketplace. You never see a golf cart for sale. Oh, man. Foster. Get him, Foster. Hey, Mofo. What's up, man? Yeah, so I just got done with that Portland section of it. Yeah, yep. Well, either that or they don't run or they're just busted to hell. Because, I mean, there were some out there that were just, they were ragged. I mean, really ragged. But I tell you, you need a golf cart to get around that thing. It's terrible. I got my little wagon I pull behind me. It's one of those yard cart things with the fold down sides and all that. Just because I learned my lesson before carrying that shit. You get all the way down the back stretch and around I think it's the last curve before the back stretch. And if you buy something there, that's a long hike holding that thing. I mean, or a backpack, but no, the cart comes in handy. Oh man, yeah. And I'm not exactly as skinny as I once was either. So I'm hauling around more beef. Oh, nice. You were lucky enough to find that thing. Hey, LP, what's up, man? Yeah, just doing me a little quick live. I got back from the local swap meet and figure I'd just chill for a little bit. I don't know how late I'm gonna stay up. I am pooped. Plus, there's the other half of it tomorrow, the expo part of it, which I'll probably go. So yeah, I got to charge up for that one. Those 12 ounce. Well, no, I write to the 16, brother. We don't fart around with the 12 ounces. We're 16 a time. I think these are 16s. Better be. I'm gonna be pissed. What's up, Tony? What's going on, brother? Oh, I see. Walking the track for prepping. Nice. Yeah, I would imagine it's a hell of a cleanup after the swap meet. That's for sure. Although, most guys aren't. It doesn't seem to be like the pigs, but I'm sure they always leave shit behind. It's been a couple years since I've been there. Just, I don't know. Number one, I don't really need more crap, but this time around, I was looking for some specific stuff. Still didn't find it. I was a little, I don't know, a little upset about that. I thought for sure I'd find something, but I mean, I found stuff. I mean, I bought right there on the end of the table. I don't leave without buying. Plus, there's a set of wheels and tires that are coming later. A buddy of mine's bringing them in for me. 162, what's going on, buddy? The console guy. So yeah, I had to pick me up some trinkets. I got some pretty good deals. There's a few good items there. I met a couple pretty cool dudes, but I didn't find the stuff I was looking for. I was kind of a little bummed about that. I need to find some running boards for one of my trucks and just some doodads and odds and ends for one of my 40s cars. And then the 50s car I'm working on too, but they didn't have much there. I mean, let me tell you, if you did a Chevrolet, there was plenty of Tri-5 Chevrolet stuff. There was plenty of Camaro, Chevelle, Corvette, you name it, that was there. Hell, there was a Diamond Rio there that ran and drove. They drove it in there. Yeah, overall, it was a pretty good meet. There was a lot of cool stuff. I was looking for some wheels for one of the cars. And again, if you have a Chevy bolt pattern car, man, you got it made. Ford stuff, nope. Nope. But they had a ton of stuff there. A lot of Mopar stuff. You need a Coyote. I don't know. There might have been. I don't think I even saw a Coyote there. Or I wasn't looking hard enough. I would have noticed that. But I mean, there were some good deals too. I think one of the other YouTuber guys, Full Throttle kind of guy, he'll be there tomorrow. I was hoping he'd jump on here. I'd let him know, but what I saw, I don't know what he's looking for. But it was nice. It didn't rain. Sprinkled a little bit. It started raining at the end. You know how that goes. The Mopar stuff, well, you're in luck, Mater. I did buy one Mopar thing, but you can tell me if I got a good deal or not. So I got a 4-speed for my Duster, but it's missing the shifter. So I got the shift assembly with the rods and the adapter plate. I gave him $200 for it. I know I had to pony up a little bit for that, but I priced out the new Hearst stuff. This is I think this is a factory. Chrysler used Hearst too, just like Ford did. But anyways, um, I went to look. I was just gonna buy a new one, but good God, they're freaking $250 just for the shifter part. Then the rods are another 200, and the lever is like another $150. That's freaking insane. Did I see a Billy? You know what, Foster? There were a few booths with some collectible stuff, but I don't remember if there was a Billy Bass. I don't think so. But the expo part tomorrow I'm going to is mostly indoors. I bet you there's some Billy Bass and some Billy Ass in there too. His cousin. I bet you there is. So I don't know. I think the Mopar stuff, depending on where you're at, was fair. There were some booths that, you could tell they were not letting go of it cheap. He actually had that adapter piece that was $75. So I talked him into 200 with the adapter piece for free. So that was my knocking him down a little bit. Those shift assemblies, dude, I didn't even balk it really at $200 because, like I said, that's $500 brand new. Because I looked it up. I was a little curious, and I don't know why the hell they're so expensive all of a sudden. That's insane. I thought those shift assemblies were a lot cheaper, or at least half that. Now $250 for the shifter and levers. When the hell did they get up to 500? That's insane. But I mean, there's some other good deals. Those 4 caps there, I paid $35 for them, and they're really nice. Hey, there's the guy. Freaking get drunk and lost there, Nerton. Wanted me to go live. Here I am, and then you don't even show up. I tease him. I work with Chris, if anyone knew that or not. He's a good dude. Yeah, it's too bad you're at school. I would have drug you that swap meet with me, drug you to the swap meet with me. It was a good meet. Dude, my brain is, I'm sure yours is trashed from school, but mine's trashed from just overload of parts. That's a big swap meet. That's the entire, if anyone's familiar with it or not, it's the entire almost 2-mile track, plus includes the chicanes and whatnot, part of the drag strip, the inside. It's crazy. The trucks they're having us drive. Or drive. No. Did I skip work? Hell yeah, I skipped work. I've been there 20 years. I take off when I want to. Yeah, my boss actually took off the day too, so he's a little bit of a car dude. But he was gone. I took off. Matter of fact, it was pretty much a ghost town at work today. Because there's another guy in the department that had a booth too. You want to wait, dude? You got a month yet. You better hunker down and just get used to it. You get brain torture for the next month. That is dancing. Well, see, now Pink's I do like the 980 schedule. So I have a short week and a long week. So this actually worked out pretty good. I only had to take one day off because this would have been my normal Friday off. So I work every other Friday. It ends up being 80 hours in 2 weeks is how they factored it. It's kind of goofy. So I work 1 week of 4 nines, and then I work a second week of 4 nines and an 8. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's nice, but I don't know. It's weird. So, Chris, are they having you do the manual transmission? Is that what they're doing? Holy cow. Bring in donuts. Hey, sometimes on our Fridays we work, we do a little, well, some other people bitched and cried about it, but we had a little luncheon thing where everyone brought a little potluck thing in, or we did a little luncheon thing for our group. And one of the other groups was pissing and whining about it. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do it again. Oh, you out of here, Mater? All right, buddy. Well, thanks for dropping in, and I'll kick your ass tomorrow. I mean, we'll have a good time tomorrow. I'm going to be tired, dude, so it'll be a pretty good, you'll have a pretty good chance. Hey, what's up, Corey? Yeah, I'm already tired from tonight, so and tomorrow I'm gonna go back again for another tour. Tomorrow may not be as long. Well, it can't be because if I get caught in traffic, the price is gonna kill me. If I don't show up on time to the game show. So everyone know tomorrow night, 7 Pacific, we're doing trivia show. See, my brain's toast too already. Garage trivia. Good Lord. Did I talk with Jeremiah? Yes, I talked to him yesterday, as a matter of fact. I was kind of hoping it doesn't seem like he really wants to sell the truck, to be quite honest with you. It may be for sale, but it certainly isn't on sale type thing. I don't know. I'm going to probably go over and look at it anyways. He didn't really seem like he really wanted to sell it. And I honestly don't really need another freaking car, but I need the parts. And here's the thing. I was hoping I could find some of this stuff at the swap meet, but yeah, come up empty-handed. Nothing there for the truck, which kind of sucks. Just for you, bro. You want to be there when I go? Is that what you're saying? Am I stunned? Yeah. Foster, I'm fucking stunned, fried, fork in me, done. You got it, Foster. So I'm gonna be at the swap meet tomorrow, Chris, but maybe Saturday. Are you gonna be around Saturday? Oh, I missed somebody. Oh, Corey. Am I working on anything good? Well, I've kind of been doing Bob the Builder. So I don't know if you follow any of my Instagram stuff. I built a new shed because I'm making all this new storage. So I haven't been doing much car stuff. I'm starting to build more storage stuff to get this crap cleaned out of here so I can go crazy with the car projects because I'm literally tripping over all this crap in here. So I've kind of been in the whole shelving and storage and pull out bins and trying to get things organized and put away because I can't work in this disaster. So to answer your question, Corey, no, not really. And the 55 for my mom, I need to get back on that. Spring is here, or it's going to be here soon, and I need to get back to that. That's for sure. Yeah, and I got a ton of stuff to get started on here. So no, nothing cool that you'd probably think, unless building cabinets and shelves is fun to you. That's what I've been doing. Kind of the winter thing, just trying to get reorganized. But pretty soon I'll have some cool stuff, I think. You've seen the 4-door video I put out? That's it's a little bit older one, but that'll probably be the next one. I gotta get it in here and either rip it apart or do something with it, make it mobile. Let's see, what did you say? If he has, oh, okay. Fork in you. Yeah, fork in me, Foster. I'm definitely, the fork stuck in me. I'm done. Yeah. Yes, Chris has been giving me shit, all right, which rightfully so. I've been busy. And Chris isn't wrong. I've been at night. A lot of you guys, I've been listening to your lives, like Mater's live. I'll get in there. He won't know I'm there. Or a few other lives, I'll listen to them, but I won't comment or nothing. So I'm usually out here working. Or Pinks, I think I caught a bit of Pinks the other night. Sorry if I didn't say anything, but I was there. I was listening, but I've been just banging away trying to get this shelving and shit done. I understand what kind of. Everybody says that about my light. You know what I have? It'll blow your mind. I have those old crappy T12 fluorescent lights. Shit you not. They're just those old crappy T12s, and they're the 75-watt bulbs. Ancient crap. I don't know why it looks so damn bright. See, on this screen here, on my big screen, it does. It looks like I'm sitting under a flamethrower. But then I look over here on my, I have a smaller screen above my little computer, and it's darker. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I guess I don't have a lighting problem in the shop. I don't know. Any good Super Duty stuff in the swap meet? You know, there might have been a few items, some bolt-on stuff. Hey, Freddie, what's going on, man? I survived day one at the swap meet. My waist, everything from my waist down's numb. That was way too much walking. Oh, a lot of walking. A lot of stuff. Man. There might have been, depending on what you're looking at, Tony, what you're looking for. There was probably a lot of bolt-on, like bumpers, some storage stuff. I don't know if because I don't know what I'm looking for, so I couldn't tell you if there was any performance stuff for the motors. I don't know. I don't know that stuff very well. Nah, I'll use it like a lightning rod, Foster. That way, when a bolt of lightning comes down, it could shock my cranium like a freaking, jump start or something. Cook that thing a little bit too while it's at it. Hey, Vino, what's going on, buddy? Robert, how you doing, bud? Yeah. Well, what's weird, this stall right above me, which I don't think it's the light you're seeing. I think you're seeing the light behind me. They're the newer T8s, and they're not nearly as bright as these 75 watters, but these T8s have been up for a while. I think the bulbs are starting to get a little old and dim. Yeah, lightning didn't seem to be a problem, and I was planning on. I actually did paint a rig in this middle bay some years ago, and it turned out pretty nice. You don't see much in the way of shadows, that's for sure. Looks like a deer catcher. I saw some fancy winch bumpers. I don't know if there was any deer catchers, but I do believe there was some. You know what? Tomorrow at the expo, that's pretty much where all the vendors are going to be, which I don't know how much of a price break you'll get. That's probably where you'd find some new ones anyways. As far as used goes, I don't remember. There might have been a couple booths that had some stuff in there. Again, I wasn't really looking, so sorry. I wasn't paying that close attention. Yeah, don't look, burn my retinas out, right? Yeah. In Portland, in a one pass. I'll tell you what. Usually I try to get out of there like 2 or 3 o'clock, but man, it's been a while since I've been there, so there's a few guys I ran into I hadn't seen in a while. So I ended up bullshitting for a bit, but I didn't get out of there until almost 6. And man, the freeway traffic sucked. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it's short distance, but it was horrible. Once I hit the bridge, it wasn't bad though. But getting to the bridge, that was a different story. But I was there. I started walking around about 7:30. I left, so I was about 11 hours or so. I only sat down once. I ended up at the friend of mine that has a booth. Let's see. I ran into Phil. He was there. I hung out with him for a little bit. A couple other guys from work, they were there. And I ended up sitting down in a friend's booth for a little bit. Man, I couldn't get back up. I had to will myself to get going. I didn't even see. I think I missed a few rows of it. Dude, that spot Portland coming across. Yes, it is. Yes. Yep. And it was too. I swear to God, it took a half an hour just to get to the bridge. Let's just say, Chris, that I don't think very many people are at work today. It was pretty thin. Yeah, of course the homeless were definitely standing out there with their signs begging everyone, for fucking change and crap. Good old Portland, all the graffiti and trash, and that looked great. The tents, it's just like home. Not. So I don't know. I'm probably going to go to the expo part of it tomorrow, and I'm curious to know what that's going to be like. They've changed it a little bit. See what more stuff I can find. So that little bit right there, that's what I picked up. And it wasn't much. One dude, one old feller, he got done restoring a 56 Fairlane, 55 Fairlane or something like that. He had some leftover stuff, and I was kind of looking at it, and he's all, "What do you need?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I told him something. "Well, I don't have that, but I got this." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe I could use a spare heater box or whatever. What do you want? $15? All right, throw it in the cart." He had headlight buckets, and what do you want? Oh, pair. Yeah, pair of them. I'll take them both. About $15. Okay, throw those in too. So I was just like, everything I had was cheap, and I just kept throwing it in there. Is that a GradeWorks hat? Yeah, that's that it is. All my other hats were fucking nasty, so I had to take my GradeWorks hat. That's the only nice clean one I got right now. Oh no, I had to buy some shells from Phil to get it, so it wasn't free. He threw it in. My favorite hat's about ready to get burned. It's that my what the hell one is that? My Mr. Heavy Chevy hat. Support your local hack. Yeah, it needs to be supported by a good cleaning. It's getting nasty. I didn't want to wear that one there. Yeah, there's quite a few guys from work that were there today. So I'm pretty sure there was nobody at work. I even saw a baby arm. Kyle. I was kind of surprised. I didn't realize he went to those things. I chatted with him for a little bit. Kyle and drainage. I don't know if you knew. I was a good meet though. Yeah, he took a day off. Can you flipping believe it? I was shocked to see him there. I didn't know he was into that stuff. Of course, Doug Cope was there. I chatted with him for a little bit. I guess Ian was there. I didn't see him. Him and his boy were there. I didn't see Jim, but some other people said he saw Jim. Jim and his dad and his son. I must have just missed him. Not like I was looking, but I was busy digging through parts and stuff. It was a good time. I highly suggest any of y'all, if you got any swap meets, man, hit them up. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of tailored as one of the biggest on the West Coast, and it kind of gets to some of these guys' heads. Even though there's a lot of stuff that's kind of disgustingly overpriced, there was a lot of stuff that was really reasonable too. I mean, you got a Chevrolet, you got it made. I can tell you that. It was pretty good. And like I said, I didn't get through every bit of it. I mean, I missed a few aisles, and I kind of blew through some of it just, because I was getting late. And yeah, I was there about 11 hours. I'm done. My feet are done. And I was on my feet pretty much 99%. Well, We'll say 96% of the time. That old wagon, man, I put some miles on it. And I do believe, Freddie, there was a few guys selling some import stuff, but I couldn't tell you one part from another. That'd have to be your expertise to look at it. But there was some import stuff that were there. Not a ton, not a whole lot, but some hit and miss booths that had. I saw some stuff in there. It looked familiar. Yeah, right. You know what's funny? There must have been every flipping golf cart in the Portland metro area there. There was so many damn golf carts and well, the 3-wheel bikes and stuff like that, mostly golf carts. There was a ton of golf carts there. So I don't even know if there's any left to buy on Facebook because I think they're all there. I'd like to get my hands on one though. I might. I don't know. I may end up. I was offered to go in maybe on a booth with one of the other friends of mine. I might do that. We were talking about. They got a Cushman scooter. Need to get it running. Maybe help them get that thing running and hang with them or something. That way I got something to haul this shit around in. I mean, I could use the walk. I mean, there's no denying that. And tugging the wagon, it's kind of like dead weight type pulling stuff. I could use that exercise. So, but man, my legs are sore. It's good for me. Yep. Well, there's guys that are even pulling wagons behind their golf carts too, which I didn't know if they liked them doing that. But there's a lot of people doing it. Plus, they had, which I don't know if anyone else has been to a swap meet like this, but this swap meet being is what it is. It's such a long track. I mean, there were 2 miles. It's the road course at Portland National Raceway. So they provide a service for like $5. You can call up the service, and the service will come by with a golf cart, like a pickup bedded one, and he'll ride you around the track, and you can pick up your parts, and he'll ride around and you throw them in the bed. And I usually give them like $20 or something, not just $5, and they'll pick all your shit up for you, and then take you over to a drop off area, and you can swing by your truck and pick it up. Which because this meet is a little bit better than the expo, they actually allow you to park near it, so it's not like it's that far. But the whole idea is that they provide you that little service, and they only charge a minimum of $5. But I always give the dude like extra because that's pretty sweet. And I've done that in the past, but I started dragging my yard cart with me this last few years that I went, just because it's easier. Because at the time I think it was pretty hard finding one of those guys, but today there was a lot of them. I was kind of surprised. But it makes it kind of unique. That way you can buy big, heavy stuff. Because I think there was 2 different flathead Ford engines. The guy's like, dude, you need to buy these. I'm like, no, I'm not hauling that crap out of here. And I think he wanted $150 for each one of them. But I'm not really a flathead guy, so. But there was a lot of stuff there. A lot of wheels and tires, a lot of there was a lot of engines there too. Nothing that what I was looking for, which kind of sucked. And there's some stuff, but I was hoping to find some more mid-50s Ford stuff and running boards for my 50 and things like that. No, there was a 32.5 window body. It was pretty rough. $18,000. Good freaking God. But then there was a couple Model T, like 26, 27. One, they had two-door sedan bodies and a touring body. And those weren't bad. The touring body was $1,200. But yeah, no more projects for me. Done with that. Got to finish what I got. So what's everyone else up to tonight? Some of y'all probably got to work tomorrow, I'm guessing. I don't even know what the weather's going to be like. That's the scary thing, too. So you working, Freddie? Are you guys gonna try and go after work? You didn't get a whole lot of time. I know that. I'm willing to bet you there'll be stuff there Saturday if you so desired. There's really a ton of stuff there. Even if you just wanted to go to look around. You go to work tomorrow? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know some people do. I wasn't going to be on very long. Just figured I'd bounce on, say hi, and be planning to. Rich said he'll. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, hey, man, there's always next year, too, or there's more coming up. On vacation, spinning it on. Oh, right on. Yeah, I saw you had a roll pan video you were working on 162, and then I seen you had another one out on the console. I got to catch up on those. Well, it's gonna be hard to buy a lunch dancing while I ain't at work. Freddie's gonna be at work. I'm not. Thanks, Freddie. Yeah, well, I'm taking it easy tonight. I got to rest the old my old stompers so I can make it tomorrow. Oh, at the swap meet, dude. If you knew how much freaking the hot dog was I bought today, oh, yeah, it was bad. I think they were selling the slice of pizza I bought at lunch, more towards lunchtime. It was a pretty good slice for $6, but a freaking hot dog, $9 hot dog. I mean, it was a good sized one, but come on, killing me. Oh yeah, Freddie's a good dude. Absolutely, I'd get him a slice of pizza. Yeah, $9 hot dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a good sized one. It wasn't the little teeny ass little, store bought ones. It was. Well, it was probably it's a good sized hot dog. I mean, it was damn near a brat, but still, yeah, $9. I didn't get no drink either. I had water and stuff with me. I swung by a friend's booth and he was feeding me drinks, so we were good. Right? No kidding. I might have enjoyed it too. Well, when I showed up, I mean, I brought some snacks and stuff with me, but after a while, you want some substance. I mean, after being on the roll that long, I needed some meat. And I was looking for, they had hamburgers and stuff, and they were $14. I'm like, no, not doing that. So I needed just enough to get me by till I get the heck out of there and hit a fast food joint or something on the way home. That's just insane. I'm sorry. I mean, I get it. They got things, they got to pay for stuff too, but yeah, $9 is just ridiculous. I mean, the pizza was more reasonable. Even $6.75 for a slice to me is a little steep, but not as bad as a hot dog. John Pinette. Never heard of him. Around the world in 80 buffet. What? Oh. Stuff is yeah. $14. I think I used to go up to what the hell is the name of that dragway? It's up there in Seattle, SIR or Pacific Raceways. My then girlfriend and I used to go up for the Northwest Nationals, and believe it or not, I think the beers were only $9, not $14, which surprised the hell out of me. So I'm pretty sure the football stadium, even up here in Seattle, is $14 a beer. But at the drag strip, I think they were only $9, and it was at least a 16 ouncer. Yeah, they were 16 ounces. Now that I think about it, so I was a little surprised they weren't worse than $9 is still bad, but they were drafts too. They weren't out of a can. So that was, I don't know, is that considered better? Now I know for the expo they sell beer. I don't think they did at the racetrack. I think you sneak your own in. Right. Well, it makes it really hard to get drunk when it's costing you, $100 just to get buzzed. And it's not even a good buzz. The one cool thing about the racetrack, though, is they let you, that one there, they make the stalls well, not all the stalls, but there's quite a few of the stalls there that are really big. And you can bring in a camp trailer and stay there. So really, once you move all your shit in for the weekend, you don't have to leave. I mean, so it might be something I consider next time, maybe. I don't know. I got to talk to some friends. This has got to be one of those things that's shared because it gets a little costly. It's a pissed off, buzzed. Right? What's worse, going to Chuck E. Cheese and have to time slip on your friggin' receipt? Because I don't know if you knew that, but they sell beer at Chuck E. Cheese. At least they do here. And believe me, when my kids were younger, I was at that bar the minute my hour went by because they only serve you one an hour. That's all they would serve you. So when it was an hour plus like 5 seconds, I was in there at that little receipt with the time on it, getting that second one. I needed it in that joint. But even there at Chuck E. Cheese, they weren't that expensive. Of course, that was a little while ago. 1 hour. Hey, any's better than none, I'm telling you. Can't wait for the summer. The flea markets are coming. Yes, those are fun too. You can find a lot of good stuff there, man. A lot of people get practically give away some of that stuff too. Really good price. Might find you some more Billy Basses. No, flea markets have a lot of good stuff too. I don't know. We don't really have. I guess we might have a couple you could consider flea markets, but they're only like one here, one there. They're scheduled events. Is that like a weekly thing once it gets started, Foster? They have one every week or one every weekend? I actually did find one at a flea market once. Oh, shit. New in the box. Right on. I bet you it was dirt cheap too, wasn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff at though. We don't really have one here other than a couple. They don't really call it a flea market. Kind of like a garage sale type thing. They call, I don't know. It's just a one-time event. Time is it? Where the hell's Bryce at? He can't be in bed already. Jeez. $22. What do those things normally retail for? Because I know they used to be inexpensive, but they've kind of gone up a little bit. Collector's items now or something. Not even kidding you. My dad, we got him one when I was fairly young as a gag to hang on the wall, a Billy Bass. And the other one. I can't remember the name of the other one. He has them both, but I think only Billy Bass still works. And when my daughter, when she was real little, he gave her a little stick that would reach it and push the button, and she got a kick out of that fucking Billy Bass. He kept the batteries nice and fresh. I don't know what the name of the other one was, but he had the other one. It sings a different song. Looks a little different. But it does the same thing as Billy Bass. You heard there was cake. I don't even think the band's here. I don't know what to tell you, dude. What's up, Donnie? I just decided to throw up a live for the hell out of it. Cool catfish. catfish. No, it was a different one from the catfish one. I'm trying to remember the name of it. $14 beer. Yeah, no, that's why I came home to drink. I ain't paying no freaking 9, 14 or whatever they're selling them for. All right, on. Cool. That'll be worth. Can't wait to watch that one. That'll be fun. Yeah, I just got done the Portland swap meet. That was the racetrack side of it. And that was murder on my legs. Oh, 2.5 mile or 2 mile road course. Travis is singing trout. You know what? It might be that one. It might be that Travis the Trout. I'll have to take a picture of it next time I go over there. They're still hanging on the wall in the shop. I haven't taken them down. Corey, I'm still pissed about it. 14. I'd be pissed too. I don't know if I'd even be able to buy that. I was pissed about the $9 beer, but after about 3 of them, it didn't matter anymore. They were running the nitro cars. I was having a good time, so whatever. Sometimes you just gotta tear off the Band-Aid and do it. But 14 is kind of bullshit. Hell, you could go buy a half rack for $14, get wasted in the parking lot, and walk in. That might have been the thing to do. See, that's the other thing too. When you're a vendor, they don't check your stuff, so you can like bring in cases of that shit and just sit in the booth and forget life is the way it is. And then make sure that you have someone watching you, that you don't give all your crap away either when you're trying to sell. The free trash special. I can only imagine what that place is like. They're right with all those guys staying there tonight. There's a bunch of guys that stay at the swap meet and trailers and stuff. I'm sure they're out there partying right now. It started raining a little bit ago. Oh, man. Well, you might have missed that too. We were just discussing that. I on the backstretch, like closer to lunchtime, I bought a slice of pizza, which it was a decent sized piece. It was pretty good sized. It was actually probably the size of 2 you would normally get at most places. It was $6.75. Was it a bit much? Yeah, but it wasn't horrible once I bought the hot dog, which, again, hot dog was pretty good sized. I mean, it was damn near a brat. It was $9, just to give you an idea. Then hamburgers were like 14, and drinks were anywhere from, was it 4.75 to $5 or $6, depending on the drinks, the type of drinks you're getting. Hey, Dean, how's it going, man? Taco, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, how come you always beat Bryson here? What the hell is he doing? I was just talking to him, too. I bought one, then I had to watch football sober. It's hard to do. Yeah, it's hard to watch football sober, definitely. Yeah, $14, and it was just a hamburger. That was no damn fries. Yep, I think that's the one it is, Foster. I think it's Travis. Because it sings, I think sings Do Wah Diddy. Yep, I bet you that's where I'll have to take a picture of it next time I'm over. That one, for some reason, doesn't work anymore. Billy Bash still works. I'm a real YouTuber. I'm not. I'll tell you what, Corey. I don't know. And here's another thing that makes me wonder. I almost wonder if these vendors have to pay a cut to the track, and that's why the prices are so stupid. It's not like there's a shortage of fat, hungry, fucking middle-aged guys there. Trust me, there's plenty. But most of the guys that are vendors, they bring their own stuff. But there was a ton of people there, a ton of fat old guys like me, and we're hungry. And I don't bring my own food, so. Yeah, and around lunchtime, there were some pretty good lines at these places. But still, it's like, it's highway robbery. I didn't really want to buy it, but I was really hungry. The one is Billy Bass's Section 8 cousin. There's a few of them now, I think, isn't there? Foster's got the collection going. I refuse to cook my own food. Man, anymore, I have to cook my own food. I can't afford to eat out, even out of swap meets. I mean, you go to these fast food joints because the kids' sports and whatnot. I used to. I don't anymore, but I used to hit some of them on the way home from after a game or practice. Good freaking God. I used to be able to feed me and the kids, the three of us, for like $20. Now, granted, yeah, that was a few years ago. But now with my daughter and I get really lazy on Sundays because I don't want to do absolutely anything before I have to go to work Monday. So I don't make dinner. We usually go out and grab a Subway or something like that. It's damn near $40. Either anywhere from $30 to $40, no matter where you go for two people. Just stupid fast food stuff. Nothing crazy. I don't get it. $22.95. Everything's nuts, dancing. I'm telling you, it's nuts. It's like labor costs is what's driving this now. Oh, hey, don't worry about that, Taco. I appreciate it. I was actually a buddy of mine turned me on to a graphics guy he used here in town. So I was thinking of going and seeing him and seeing what he had to offer too. But I would like to see what your kids come up with. I mean, hell, I'd give anyone a chance to see what they do. I might like their design way better, anyways. But I figured, what the hell? I don't know what this dude here in town. I mean, he may be way more expensive than I really care to deal with. I don't know. I'm in no hurry. That's cool. I appreciate it. I got it from Canada. When I got it, it was basically, oh, nice, brand new. Those freaking things are going to be collectors, Foster. I mean, if they aren't already, they will be, and they're too damn hilarious, anyways. Pretty good for Friday at 5:11 p.m. And yeah, not doing too bad. My feet are killing me. My knees are killing me. My everything from waist down's numb. But other than that, we're doing good. I walked the swap meet today, and it was a long one. You want a sticker at the end, right? What do you mean a sticker? A sticker at the end. What do you mean by that, Taco? I remember you get a Big Mac meal for like, yeah, five. Well, hell, it used to be get 2 Macs for $5. You know what happened to that? Or you remember the Arby's? Did you have Arby's where you're at, Corey? Because you could get the 5 for $5. And I know when they did that, they were like throwing a little less meat on there and more bun, but it didn't matter because I'd take like 2 or 3 apart and add more meat to them. But you used to get deals like that. You ain't getting that now. And I'm cheap ass. This is buying old junk Ford. You know what? I got a problem with old junk rusty Fords too. I'm still cheap though. After 40, the internal. Yeah, you got it right. You got it right, Donnie. After 40, the internal check light does come on, or the internal check engine light. Yeah, you want an image that. Oh yes, yeah. And I think well, your kids probably know the resolution's got to be pretty good. I don't know how. I'm sure your kids probably know. Kids know all this technical stuff. These old guys are like, what? Yeah, if I could, yeah, that'd be awesome. Just have them float you some renders and stuff, and we'll look it over and email back and forth. And I have an idea in my head, kind of what I want to do, but they might nail it on the first shot. Hell, I don't know. Show me what you got, and let me know what I owe them too. Nobody if they're you know kids are trying. I got to give them a few bucks or something. I haven't had a chance to call ASO Dean. Have you heard anything from him? I've been wanting to give him a jingle, but I have not had a second to sit down and give him a call. It's terrible. With the swap meet coming up, and I had kid's mom in town, and his kid's birthday, and then Easter, and it's just been back to back to back with a bunch of stuff. And I wanted to have some time set aside to give him a call. I just have not had a chance. So I don't know if you heard anything, how he's doing. Hopefully he can make the show tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, freaking guy. He had a Seattle dog for dinner. What's a Seattle dog? Is there something different about that thing? Seattle dog. Or do I want to know? One is doing it for college, and the others. Oh, right on. My daughter wanted to get into the graphics design thing, Taco, but for whatever reason, she got in there and then decided it wasn't for her, so she switched gears to become a um, X-ray tech or something like that. That's kind of what she wants to do now. But I was kind of dragging my knuckles, waiting to see if maybe she would be interested in doing it for me, but it's not her thing. So, I mean, she did a little bit of stuff, but I don't know. The graphic design thing wasn't working for her, I guess. I thought she did a pretty good job for some of that stuff. I did tell her that graphic design was kind of a competitive industry because there's a lot of people doing it. So I don't know if maybe she looked into it further and realized. Oh, thanks, Dean. Thanks. Yeah, I know I didn't announce this live, but I wanted to do one all week long, but like I said, I didn't even have time to sit down and do a live because I wanted to kind of do one prior to our game show. But dude, I have been busy. Sail dog comes with a what the hell? A Biden pamphlet? I'm afraid to know what a Seattle dog is, though. It may not be good. Yeah, Taco. Her mom used to be a CNA. At least she was when I met and married her. And her grades, man, I'm telling you, her grades have been unbelievable. I don't know. Some people do this. I pay the kids for their grades. I give them like it's on a chart where I start off at $50 an A, and then it goes down $5 for each lesser down to a C, and then after C you don't get shit. As far as I'm concerned, if you can't get a C or better, you ain't trying. So she ended up costing me $800 some odd dollars on her last report card. So she had basically a 375. I was really impressed because I'll tell you what, man, her brother was a pain in the ass trying to get him to stay focused in school. So she's been a breath of fresh air lately. Not having to worry about that so much. She does pretty good in school. So yeah, if she wants to be an X-ray tech, I'm all for it. As long as her grades are up. Game show. Tell me more. Okay, so what we do, Corey, it's actually on iSpider Garage's channel. So him and I don't know the questions or that crap. He keeps trying to give me credit for this freaking game show that he does. So it's a trivia show. There's contestants, and hell, you can sign up to be a contestant if you want to. And there's no prizes to really win. It's just mainly for fun, notoriety, saying, hey, I kicked so and so's butt or whatever. It's all automotive related questions, or most of them are. And the unique thing about the game show is you don't have to be right. You just have to basically buffalo the crowd into thinking that you're right. So, like me, and we usually have two other guests, are the game show players, and Bryce is the host. And he asks us questions, and we have to convince you that the answer we're giving you is the right one. And Bryce has it set up so the people in chat actually can vote on who they think is and it's an actual concealed vote. I mean, no one knows what you're voting, and it gives you the selection of the three players. It's pretty cool how we figured it. Well, Bryce figured it out, and so yeah, all we do is each person gets like 30 seconds to give their answer, and convincingly to convince the people in chat that they're right. So yeah, I mean, you check it out. It'll be tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific time. iSpider Garage Trivia. It's a really good time. We try to run it right around about an hour. That way, because you don't want to go too long. And then I think our first one was really bad because we were trying to figure it all out, and the voting thing didn't work out so well. It was kind of a long show. But right around about an hour and a half is about how long it runs. And everyone, I mean, the nice thing about it is everyone in the chat can participate because you're the guys that are voting. The panel, the people that are sitting there in the game show, we just give our answers. You guys are the ones to decide who's right. I mean, I could completely be buffaloing you with the answer. As long as I'm convincing you that I think I'm right and you think I'm right, I could be completely wrong. But it doesn't matter, you know. But yeah, check it out tomorrow night. After the game show, we'll see how I feel tomorrow night. I usually do a StreamYard live after that. And I might do it anyways, even though I'm going to be dragging some severe ass tomorrow. It'll just be like an hour or two because no more 4-hour ones. At least not tomorrow night because I'm sure I'll be pretty tired. But I usually follow it up, and this is something he wanted me to do in conjunction with there. So on my channel, as long as I'm not super tired, I'll do the StreamYard live that it's just a BS session, just like we're doing now, except it'll be on StreamYard. So I'll be able to, have you guys come on and whatnot. So yeah, check it out. It's actually really fun. And Bryce was already telling me he doesn't tell me the questions, so don't go thinking he's giving me answering that crap. No, homie, don't play that. But he was telling me tonight he's got some real good ones. He thinks he's going to have me really, really stumped. So me and Mater's going to be on, and then Auto Salvage also. Mater and Auto Salvage Outlaws is our two guests for this week or this month, and we do We do a new show it's basically the first Friday of every month is when we're doing these shows. So next month will be 2 more people, and the month after that will be 2 different people, and we kind of do that over and over. You got it right, Foster. Boom, baby. Yeah. I need 10 more tall boys. I don't know, dude. I'm only on the second this will be the third one actually. And I'm already dragging ass. I'm beat. It's a good show, Corey. It's really a lot of fun. And it's something that Bryce wanted to do because we've been on a few lives where some guys did some trivia stuff, but it wasn't really being very interactive with the chat. It was kind of only with the StreamYard people, and we wanted to do something that the chat can be like completely involved in. So the chat is the people that decides who gets the right answers. It has nothing to do with Bryce, nothing to do with the participants at all. The chat pretty much is the one that makes that decision. So it's kind of cool. I always wondered if Bryce sees mashed potatoes, he would be like, I don't know. I figured he might get a notification. I didn't tell him I was going live. Do I have any 80 to 86 F-Series trucks? No, that I don't. Those are the bullnose. I don't. Not that I don't like them. It's just I haven't gotten into them. They're not bad trucks. I know there's a bunch around here, and I think, hell, I might have seen if no, actually there weren't any at the swap meet either. That's kind of surprising. Well, we got them for sale up here all the time. I see one every now and again. The neighbor's got a 3/4 ton 460 truck. It's an 80, 86. Yeah, it's got some weird fuel injection on it. Makes you stiff. 351 4-speed, huh? Right on. Don't tell me it's a modified. Is it a modified 351 or a Windsor? Well, I was going to say if it was a modified, that's waiting for a 460 swap. Oh, good. Windsor. Okay. We can still be friends. Hey, the 400 motor, I mean, that thing's it's not bad once you knock all the dumb engineering off of it. It's actually not a bad engine. But the modified, what the hell were they thinking? Junk. They just sauteed onions on it. Interesting. Huh, okay. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Seattle hot dog. Why would it have? I mean, it kind of makes me wonder about the cream cheese part of it because it kind of looks like, the kind of thing that might go on in Seattle a lot. Maybe. I don't know. I bet you if they serve it at freaking the stadium, it does. Best way to lose. Yeah, and why? Why would you want to lose 50 cubic inches? It makes no sense to me. And a boatload of compression. Because I'm pretty sure the 400 probably wasn't that bad. And the 351 was just made it even worse because all they did was the only difference was the piston, wasn't it? They just changed the wrist pin position on the piston. I think that's all they did. Right? I think. Or was it? No, it was a bore change. I don't remember. LP! You guys figure out a freaking paint scheme for that trash truck yet? I liked what he was saying the other night. I mean, the blacked out trim and all that. That'd probably be the way to go. Don't rattle can chrome it. That'll look really bad. Yeah. White and waste management green. I think he's trying to save what red's left on that thing, Donnie. That would be funny. Kind of goes with the well. Do they have waste or what's the name of their waste management company there? Or the colors of the waste management there? That'd be kind of funny. I know our trucks are blue, I think. Blue and white. Or are they green? No, they're blue. I think they're blue and white. Yeah, man, those FEs, man. I like, I used to dog on them because they're kind of expensive, but man, I have yet to be stranded by an FE. That thing just keeps running. The small blocks, it seems like I always have like blow by issues, or maybe it's just the old tired shit I'm using. But well, I take that back. The 351 I've had in my 69 pickup has been a real good engine. And I bought the used short block and put what the hell? I think I used 66 289 heads on it or something like that. I was trying to raise the compression up. It runs pretty good. That engine hasn't given me any trouble. That's the one I drive in the wintertime too. And I think that's been in there 10 years. And I haven't had any problems with that thing. It's been a real good running engine. There's something to be said for those Windsors. My 460, on the other hand, likes to eat push rods. I don't know what I did when I built it, why it does that. I'll have to, every once in a while, I like to bend a push rod. I'm going to assume it might be a little bit of valve float because I do get a little heavy footed with it. And it's got a 262 comp cam in it. So it's not very big. It's a stump puller. It has no problem boiling the tires through an intersection. But I tend to be a little heavy on the accelerator with it too, and I probably shouldn't. What model is I have to look, Foster. I'll try and remember next time I go over there. I'll look to see what model it is. Let me put it this way, Foster. It's when pretty sure it was when it first came out. Because I was fairly young when we bought it. For my dad, it's kind of like a gag gift. So yeah, that one might be an older one. And it still works. That's what blows me away. Yeah. I don't know if my FE, the couple of FEs that I have, they're not huge torque monsters, but they run pretty damn good. I mean, okay, well, I can barely lay my foot on the accelerator and the thing's just doing 70 down the highway with no problem. I hardly have to ever put any throttle into it. So I guess it's building pretty good torque. Yeah, 352. Those are good engines. Hey, Rusty Iron, how's it going, man? Nice seeing you. How much did I miss? Damn it, Chris. This is live for you, and you were even through half of it. Right? Right, Taco? So I went to the Portland swap meet today, Rusty Iron. Man, I was hoping to find me some running boards for my 50. Striking out. Not looking good. I got to go back to the expo side tomorrow. I don't know if you ever come down to that one or not. You being way out there towards Spokane and all. I don't know. There's some guys that make the drive down here for that one. You know how big, probably heard how big it is. Yeah, I couldn't find any. I was a little disappointed. $351M would have been a great replacement, but the valves. Yeah, you got that right, Dean. You got an extra set of running boards? How nice are they? I find some around here, it's just they have the ever-living crap beat out of them, or the rusted out where that brace is. Sometimes on the ends. But yeah, that brace they put underneath in the bottom, I don't know what it is, but it collects full of shit or something. And man, those boards are rotten right there. Or they're beat to snot. They need work. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm almost to the point where I might have to get some that need some work. I can't even find junk ones right now. I was looking for anything, and nothing popped up at the swap meet. I was kind of surprised. Oh, I see. Telling me about the class. Jeez. You only been there a week. What car am I using as it? Oh. Which one? There's one right here, right behind the post, and then there's one right there. So, which one do you want to know about? The one right here, right there, that's my 67 Ranchero. This one, which is buried behind a bunch of shit, is my 24, 25 C cab, Model T C cab. One of these days, my plan is to have all this crap in here cleaned up and organized, and I'll have that C cab pulled forward more, and you'll be able to see it. That one I've had for a long time. Yeah, that Ranchero, Corey, is my, well, technically, I had a 63 Fairlane for a short time, but I was an idiot. My dad gave it to me. It was a 63 Fairlane sports coupe, bucket seat console car. I don't know why. I was only 11 or 12. I thought it was stupid. Boy, did I step on my wiener now. Because that's actually a pretty cool freaking car. And I was an idiot then. And I told him I didn't want it. So he threw a paint job on it. We put an engine trans in it and sold it. And I bought the ranch. This Ranchero I bought when I was 12 years old. Bought out of the wrecking yard in the Rebuilder Row for $250. And then I proceeded to use all my dad's spare parts to put it back together. Because at that time, him and I were real heavy in 66 and 7 Fairlanes. So there was, there were a number of those cars that he bought and sold. We parted them out, stripped a couple and crushed the shells because I couldn't get titles to them. We had a lot of 66 and 7 Fairlanes when I was growing up. And he had a Ranchero and he sold it and it pissed me off. And I told him, I said, I would have bought that. And he's all, well, we'll just build you one. So that's where that one, I had that all restored. I'm going to do a video on it one of these days, but I had it all completely done, painted and everything. And that was I was 16 by the time it was all done. And 3 months later, I wrecked it like an idiot. Wasn't so bad I couldn't drive it, but it was bad. It made me cry a little because it was beautiful. And I did pulled out in front of a little old lady, a 63 Belvedere, and I didn't see her. It was dark green. It was early in the morning. She was hauling ass down the road, and there was a lot of brush and shit on the sides. And I had several, well, probably too many people in the front seat of there that I had picked up for school. And yeah, inched out, and I decided to go for it, and she was there. Boy, that 63 Belvedere, I was like getting hit by a Sherman tank. I drove it home, peeled her all apart and fixed it. But yeah, so much for the nice paint job. But I hung on to it. It was technically my first car. I didn't want to get rid of it. I used to have a 67 Fairlane Ranchero Fiber. Yeah. The only thing with those is, man, watch the bed area on those. Because if those two drains in the corner of the bed get plugged up, it'll eat that Ranchero. And that cover, basically there's a plate in the middle of the bed. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You take that big plate off. It's a big one. The shocks, that's the access to the shocks. If crap gets in that well area, that area and those corners of the beds, man, if you don't keep those two areas clean, that rig's wasted. Because that was even a problem when we got this one. Because I bought that car. When the hell did I buy that one? That would have been 1991. 91, 92, somewhere around in there. Even then, they were having rust issues back then. So yeah, if you don't keep those drains cleaned out. Short bed, 68 C10 for a lawnmower. Did you find more use out of the lawnmower? Yeah, no, you know what's crazy? I remember growing up, none of them trucks are worth nothing. Hell, nope. Those C10s, the Ford F100s of those years, the 67 to 72s, all the way up to about 10 years ago, those were $500 trucks all day long. You couldn't give that shit away. I remember Dad and I were going to the tow auctions and buying them left and right, anywhere from $50 to $200 all day long. Nobody wanted that crap. Now all of a sudden, it's cool. I think I'm going to blame the Discovery Channel TV shows for that, because up until they slammed it with Crown Vic garbage and everything, those trucks were off the radar. Matter of fact, we even Dad had a couple super cabs and a crew cab, and he had to practically give the crew cab away. That was probably in 2002, something like that. It's just crazy what the shit's worth now. Now everyone wants them. I don't understand it. It's just nuts. But back then, yeah, none of that stuff was worth. C10s, holy crap! If you got a solid C10, money, freaking money. It's unreal. Whole car was pretty rotted except for a tarp. Oh, the tarp. Oh, yep. Washington State killer of old cars, the tarp. Yep. Yeah, I'll be honest with you too, Rusty Iron. I might have killed my 68. Well, I didn't do it. The guy I bought it from had it underneath the tarp. When I got it, I didn't tarp it up, but there was already issues starting with the drip rails on it, and I never addressed them when I should have. And I think that cab's gone, so I might have. But it started its life of going to hell underneath the tarp when I bought it, my 68 F100. So that sucks. Those Rancheros, anything, man, those tarps is just bad news. But yeah, those drains, if they're not clean, it'll kill those things in a heartbeat. Unibody Fairlane, so much excellent. Yeah. I don't know, Dean. Those shock towers, unless you reinforce them and get in there and do some more welding and bracing, those shock towers are not happy. The whole front ends of those things, they like to really bow inward. I've heard horror stories of guys doing big blocks or real built small blocks in those, and unless you brace them, or like so you see the Monte Carlo bars and stuff with the Mustangs, do something similar to that with the Fairlanes and stuff, and they stay together a lot better. But they're not horrible. I mean, unless you're getting into the crazy horsepower. We were talking about rust. I patched up my well, hey, I mean, you patch with what you got. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're talking was it the floorboards or the body panels? I mean, if it's the floorboards, heck, that's not a big deal. Nobody sees that anyways. Section 88. That's pretty good. Damn it, Bryce, get on this thing. Quit sending me messages. Watch this. Tell Bryce to get the hell in here. Bryce, get in here. Quit sending me messages. Yeah. Yep. I do the those freaking I've been doing the Costco tents, but man, they just are not holding up. If you can do the metal ones, those are the best ones, but I know they're kind of spendy. But I don't like tarping anything. I got a couple rigs right now, but it's just because the trees are taking a crap on everything. So I'll pull them off when it starts getting warmer and clean them all real good. Hey, there he is. Apparently, you don't get any notifications, do you? Oh, you hearing my phone, Chris? Going back to the one you wrote up here, Corey, I must have missed it. You paid $200 for that thing? 327, 3 on the tree. Oh my God. I must have missed that comment. 300 or $200. Unreal. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I mean, they're giving that stuff away. And I'm not a huge Chevy dude either, but I appreciate those just as much. I wouldn't turn it down. I'd definitely take one and then turn around and sell it and buy a Ford, but I'd take it. I helped a friend of mine do a 68 4-wheel drive. We were in the service. I love Chevys. Nope. Anybody who knows me knows better than that. Fucking Chris. I'm going to turn the sound off just for that. You got school tomorrow too, Chris? Or are you off on Friday? Oh, you're going to be over at Jeremiah's tomorrow. That's right. You should bag out on the work and go to the swap meet. Come on. Right here, Bryce. Right here. That little pile right there is what I bought today. The only thing I don't have here is the set of wheels and tires I bought. They're coming later. A friend of mine's bringing them back. I don't know. I'd have to go through. I mean, the only expensive thing is that right there, that shifter. That's the only expensive part. The rest of the stuff was dirt cheap. I need that money right now. Well, you just go to carry my shit for me. How's that? I'll be honest with no. I just go to look. I mean, a lot of times I never had a whole lot of money, but that's how I kept up with the prices of stuff. Because man, the prices are changing all the time. Especially right now, it's kind of weird. There's cars that I thought would sell that aren't, and there's some that are selling for a lot more than I really thought. Well, for example, they had two wagons there, 256 Ford wagons. One was a four door, and it was not in great shape. $800. It was really rough. The other one was a Park Lane, and if y'all know, Park Lane's kind of like the Ford version of the Nomad, and they didn't make very many of them, and they're pretty hard to find. I got there at 7. It had a sold thing in it by 9 o'clock. So by the time I got to the car, I'm making the circuit on the track. Someone got to it and bought it by the time I got there. It was not that I was going to buy it, but yeah, crazy. Scirocco, dude, 80s, 90s cars. It's another generational thing. Unless it must have been in really good shape. Dude, I would love a 68 GT 500. Yeah. It's nuts, Donnie. I don't get it. I mean, I think some people are just trying to grab cars they had when they were teenagers. I mean, I remember going to high school and there was a few guys with Scirocco's. Hope I'm saying that right. Um, rabbit convertibles. Hell, one guy had a rabbit pickup. How often do you see those? But you don't see them anymore now. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the any Wayfarer. I spotted a couple. The crazy thing, Bryce, is I saw a lot of 47 to 48 Plymouths and stuff for those. But you go up to yours being 50 to 52, I think, basically. No, not really. But then again, I'm not super well versed on the parts. It took me a while to figure out your taillights. And I actually did run into a guy that had a taillight assembly, but he was like out of this world on the price. So not that you need any more, but yeah, it works. I was looking for a drive shaft just for the hell of it, even though it cost a fortune to send it to you. I was kind of looking. The other parts, I'm not sure what I'm looking for because I'm not real well versed on those things. Sure, Rock O. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was pronounced like that. I was always Sir Rocco. Okay. Sure, Rocco. I'll work on that. I was even trying to see if I could find a guy that was kind of specializing, Bryce, in those earlier Plymouths so that I could maybe delve into his mind about that um the U joint, whatever the hell they call that. Um Trunnion setup. What his thoughts were on how to attack those and stuff, and if he had parts for one cheap. But I didn't see any guys that were like specific to those cars. There might have been one, but he just didn't have anything thrown out for me to notice. Ball and trunnion. We'll just simplify that by calling it junk. We'll just call it junk on the ends of a shaft. But yeah, I remember Grandpa telling me he tried to buy $200. Oh, yeah. Well, the crazy thing is when those Shelbys and stuff came out, they had to make X number of them for. I think it had to do with you had to have so many sold to allow them to be a race car or some crap like that, or maybe it was just they had a certain number they had to put out, and people weren't buying them, so they were damn near giving them away. So that doesn't surprise me. Kicking in or kicked in? All right, Taco. Hey, man, thanks for stopping in. I always appreciate it. Enjoy having you. We'll see you tomorrow night. Done kicked in. The names kill the cars too. Yeah. What the hell Pontiac is named of Afterbirth? Boom, baby. There are some stupid names. Yeah, I had no doubt. The beers have been kicked in for a while. Well, Chevy is fecal matter in my eyes, but hey, someone's got to love them. I'll tell you what. If you had a Chevy and you were at the swap meet, you definitely you could definitely find some parts. Let me tell you. Oh, check this out too. So I stopped at one of the booths because they had a chromer down there, a guy that does chrome plating and whatnot. And I was looking at getting a couple bumpers, which, mind you, yeah, pre-COVID, all that crap. You could probably get a front or rear bumper for like $300-400. If you gave them your core, you're looking around $800 per bumper, and that's with you calling ahead, getting it ordered, and swapping your core with them at one of the meets. Because this guy here I was talking to, he was actually out of California, and they do a few shows up here. I think Portland, and then a couple near in Seattle. Unfreaking real. $800. What the hell is with chrome plating? Why is it so expensive? Well, I thought $300 or $400 is expensive, but I guess it's not now. Now it's reasonable. Now 800 is the new expensive. And then he had a grill there for 56. And what was he saying? Core wise, he wanted a $250 core if you want to go outright, or it was $1,000 because the 56 grill is technically 3 pieces, but it's a left and right piece, and there's a piece of trim in the middle for a 56 Fairlane. $1,000. That's freaking ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, right. How about no shit. I'm in the wrong game or something. That's definitely, yeah. I was a little disappointed again. So it's like, damn it. I guess I got to be a little more diligent finding some really good used bumpers. Hey, man, these freaking lights, Corey. I'm not even shitting you. I paid $1.50 a piece for all these fixtures because they pulled them out to put in the fancier T8s. So I don't know what to tell you. Now, for the meter on the side of the shop, it might be spinning kind of fast. I don't know, but I don't know why it's so bright. It really doesn't look that bright to me. Well, it's yeah. Well, I painted it white too. Whole inside of my shop's painted white on purpose. Time to go rat rod. Rat rod. Do we ever talk about rat rod, Chris? You play golf with the wrong people. Yeah, I almost get that feeling, bud, about the pricing. I mean, I understand the EPA's got their dirty ass hands in it, but I don't know how deep are they really in it. I mean, where are they getting the justification for charging that much? I don't understand. I mean, paint's gone up and everything else, but has the chemicals for dipping been that? Have they gone up that much? It's what was it? I was talking with a friend of mine. He knew somebody just had a car dipped, chemically dipped. I think it was by the time they did the body, the doors, trunk and hood, and I think the dash stayed in it. He was in at $4,000 to have the car and its body parts dipped. $4,000 just to strip the body chemically. That's nuts. Your LEDs aren't even that bright. It's got to be the camera. Don't worry, Donnie. I don't know how to. Well, there shouldn't be much to know about playing golf. You hit the damn ball and then you chase it. That's all you do. Then you find a hole in the ground and that's where you're aiming for. Right? That's pretty much golf in the nutshell. Bidenomics. Let's not go there. God, don't get me started on that. Build back wrong is more like it. $83. What the hell carburetor is that kit for? My shop is glowing. I don't know about that. What kit was $83? Now, I've had to shop around a little bit, but I found some better prices. Sometimes, what the hell did I get? I know I tried a couple kits from this outfit in Chehalis. He puts together kits, and they're actually not bad. I bought one for my AFB. 60 Cadillac. Oh. So that would have been a WCFB or no? Or an early AFB. Is that what they use on those? Corey. You could watch the growth right behind me as I'm sitting here doing a live. Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, there's a good play on words. Cut rate auto parts. I never thought about that. Good one. I like that. Crap. I just thought of crap is crap. It's crap. I suppose cut rate makes it sound more technical. Yes, it was. So a WCFB or the early Carter AFB. Those are good carburetors. I love paying double for everything. Well, yeah, I'm sure you do. I sure as hell don't. Then again, gives me a challenge because then I'll shop around a little bit. Forces me to, anyways. Hmm. Still $83. Holy crap. So, Rusty, I ended up, the last Carter AFB kit I bought, I went through this outfit in Chehalis. What the hell is the name? He makes his own kits. It's actually not a bad kit. They worked out really well. And he was quite a bit cheaper. And unless there's something really weird about that Cadillac one, um, he may have had a kit for it for a lot less. And shoot, for to me to him, it wasn't even in the mail a day, and I got it. So he'd probably be a day or two to you. I'm trying to remember the name of his store, carburetor shop or something like that. I can't, but he's in Chehalis. He's got a website. Oh, for crying out loud, you went to Napa? No wonder. So that was probably their knee-off kit too. In Napa, well, unless you get a pretty good discount, which I use the shops or the where I work, I use the equipment services shop account, and they get a pretty damn good discount, which is the only way I can afford to shop at Napa. I need a magnifying glass, Corey, to make the ants get torched. But if I, throw a windshield up on the stand or something like that, I guess it does just as much damage. $20. Well, I Spider Garage lives in the desert. I ain't seen too many cows in the desert, so. Oh, all right, 162. Hey, man, enjoy your vacation, bud. Appreciate you showing up. Have fun, and I'll be sure to catch those 2 new videos. I think I missed another one too. I'll catch your latest console one. $20 for eggs, but milk, dang. Now Bryce is just fibbing. His milk isn't that bad. He's not in Hawaii. Oh yeah, it's late for you too, Donnie. Yeah, I'm not working tomorrow, so I still got to get up early for the meet. I got to get out of these boots, let my feet rest too. I'll probably go for another 10 minutes or so and call her for the night. Go in and die, and then try to start again tomorrow. See what kind of goodies I can find tomorrow. And Aldi's. I don't have one of those. Huh. I gotta find. Oh, yeah. You might want to rest up for that. I need about 7 more tall ones. No, I think I'll pass out pretty damn good. I'm telling you, I'm beat. My feet are still killing me. I'm not even been on them. I put some fucking miles in these new boots today. And that's probably part of the problem is I decided to throw on my new boots instead of my old ones. And just put some new insoles in them. The swap meet isn't far at all. It's actually the only, well, if it wasn't for all the dickheads on the road, traffic wise, it might only be 10 or 15 minutes from my house. Not even that. It's the traffic that makes it miserable getting to and from it. Super close. The swap meet itself, in size wise, is the bad part. It's a lot of walking. to get through it. Yeah. Well, and the crazy thing is too, it's spring break right now. This week is our spring break. So I'm thinking tomorrow or Saturday might be a little different. Tomorrow the weather's supposed to be nice, I think. So I'm hoping a lot of these people head to the freaking beach. Take their kids and go to the beach or something. 'Cause I know last weekend it seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of people around town during the weekend. So I'm wondering if they'll be the last weekend of spring break that they'll get out of Dodge and go to the freaking coast for the weekend. That'd make it a lot easier getting around. And here's the other problem: the brain trust and engineering delight of the Portland, Vancouver metro area. We have two freaking bridges between us. A major metropolis, and we have two crossings over the water that separates us. Tell me that isn't stupid. Tell tourist trap. Where the hell are you at? Well, I'm in Vancouver, Portland, Oregon. But usually, like I said, everyone heads to the beach, heads to the coast. It's only, I don't know, hour, depending on where you're going on the coast, hour and a half to the coast. Yeah, you'd think. But well, you got to remember now, Corey, I live in liberal wonderland here. So we just got a new Tesla dealer. And now all of a sudden there's freaking Teslas everywhere. Everywhere. And there's a handful of Rivians running around. And then if it ain't those, I know at least a few years ago, you couldn't throw a rock and not hit a Prius. Freaking Priuses were everywhere. And a lot of those real subcompact cars. That's what the people of this area like to drive. Yeah, I know. Fuel's getting stupid. We're hovering just below $5 a gallon right now, I think. Yeah. But last summer we were well above it. We're almost at 6 gallon. As a matter of fact, I think in some of the more expensive stations it was 6, but I think most of summer the cheap ass stations I usually go to, they were just below $6 a gallon. I think right now we're right around 420 or something like that, or kind of close to 3, maybe. Depends on what you want to consider close. My dirty Max. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, no, we're getting rolled in the coals here, dude. The powers to be and the brain trust running the entire West Coast, morons, pure and utter morons. I think diesel is about the same, if not a little bit more than regular fuel. I have to look again and see. As a matter of fact, I think diesel is more. Diesel used to be less than gas. I don't know why all of a sudden. Well, I guess it isn't all of a sudden. It's been coming over the years. The diesel's gotten more expensive. It's a byproduct. 467 a gallon. Yeah. Yeah, see? 467 a gallon. Is that out there or is it here in town, Chris? Because I know you guys' price out there is a little bit more. So honestly, out of curiosity, okay. Huh. Yeah, I hope the gas doesn't shoot up. What the hell's 12.50 a gallon, Bryce? Not your fuel, is it? That's no. Hell, ours is I thought was the worst in the country, and it's less than that. In town, not paying. Oh wow, really? Holy cow! 530. Woo! Is gas more expensive now versus with Trump? We don't see as much of a price swing out here. Oh, dude, major difference, Corey. Well, okay, so everyone screams the whole. Well, everyone was in lockdown, so the demand was down, so the price went down. Well, even before the lockdowns, because I know the gas dipped to damn near what, a buck and a half a gallon or something. It was crazy low. But I think even before that, it was still under $3 a gallon. Um, I want to say, well, two and a half or something like that a gallon. No, it was definitely way cheaper. It was way cheaper than even during the Obama administration. It came down quite a bit. But then since then, it's skyrocketed again. But we also have a lot of sin taxes attached to our gas prices too, which is a bunch of crap. But to answer your question, yes, it's more expensive now than it was under Trump. I mean, it really was big time. And I think the I'm surprised you guys didn't notice much of a change where you're at, but man, out here on the West Coast, big time, big difference, big difference. But I think there was, I mean, because I remember growing up, diesel was always cheaper. I'm trying to remember that time when diesel and gas basically switched because all of a sudden now diesels seem to be more expensive than gasoline, and I don't understand that. Unless it's the process, something in the process is more expensive, or what? Why do we keep voting blue? Um, the problem, at least in Washington, is it goes by, well, essentially the county with the most people is the one with the biggest voice. So you have shithole Seattle, King County, which is Seattle, King, Thurston, and a couple others around it are basically running the state. And I'll tell you right now, I don't think it's any different than a federal election on how things are done. Because I remember when our last governor's race, they called it before most of the votes were even in from being counted. So I honestly, this will get my fucking video probably shut down, but I honestly think that there's some similar things going on with our state elections that seems to happen with the federal elections. That's my honest thought. And I don't know why some of these numbnuts vote that way, anyways. They just, yeah, I don't. You would have thought the COVID thing and the way they were doing it here, because the governor basically told all privately owned shops, stores, and businesses that they couldn't be open for the most part, but yet all the big box stores were, it was okay to be open. You would have thought that alone would have gotten most people to shift. Um, but I also have a feeling that there's, well, some questionable voting stuff going on in the state, and has been for a long time. Just can't prove it. Well, and the other thing too, Corey, is we have to have all of our fuel trucked in, trained in, or piped in one way or another. because these ding dongs, they don't want to build a pipeline. I mean, they don't want to build a refinery. There are a few, but not nearly as many as we need to support the West Coast. And they just don't want to build one. So everything has to be trucked in or piped in or whatever. And that makes it more expensive. Is it only 40 cents? I thought it was more than that. I thought it was damn near $1 now. It's like 90, 80 or 90 cents a gallon. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. Yeah, see, diesel shouldn't. In the old days, like when Rusty Iron was talking, um, before diesel really did start getting popular and used more every day, um, diesel used to be like $1 less than fuel, if I remember right. Uh-oh. Yeah, when diesel started getting popular, for sure. Yep. Envious, what's up, man? I just seen your comment. Hey, just chilling, just chilling. I don't know if I'll be on too much longer. Got back from swap meet today, and I gotta go again tomorrow morning. See what else I can find. Right, Corey. Why the hell is the miles per gallon going down with this emissions crap? And it's soot. It's not even any. Soot's not really. Oh, sea cab. Oh, you'll get your sea cab stuff soon enough. It's it's right there. It's being filmed as we speak. It's behind all that crap right there. I don't try to hide it either. It's buried. It's not like I do it on purpose either. All the taxes together are over $1, but we have a 40-cent tax that only I should say. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, if anyone's in the Stockton area, hit them up, guys. Hit these swap meets up. I mean, there's still good stuff to be had. And waiting. Keep waiting, Chris. I've got so many videos right now that I filmed, I haven't edited. I got some intros on a lot of the other cars I have. Um, I didn't do the seed cab because it's obviously buried in stuff. So I grew another gray hair. Tony, you already got what little hair you got left is going to be going gray anyway, so don't worry about it. Where the fuck is this? Yeah, right there, right behind all that stuff, right there. There's the back end of it. See where my finger is? That's the back. And then right by my, let's see, right there. That's the front tire. Chris will too. Um, yeah, we get taxed the shit out of on our gas core. Our gas is stupid priced. I was stationed in New Mexico for a while. I was in the service, and even in Texas, dude, it was so nice. As a matter of fact, at that time, this was in like 99, 98. I was less, I think I bought gas for 99 cents a gallon. That was crazy. It's out here, the last time it was that cheap, I was like a sophomore in high school or something. It was nuts. I can't remember the last time it's moved. Neither can I. That makes both of us. Well, it's easy to lose it, Corey. All I got to do is pile a bunch of trash on it, and you can't see it anymore. Yeah. Yeah, California, I think, has got it the worst. The only problem is we're starting to get that same crap happening up here. Uh, yeah, and I don't even know the deaf. Deaf is going to be the dumbest shit ever. All that stuff is there is to clean up the soot, which the soot's not really nothing bad, other than yeah, it's black smoke. Who cares? It's nothing that bad. Just don't put your face in front of the pipe, or piss somebody off driving a diesel rig. You know. Yeah. What's the next project video? Well, I did the intro to that 55 or the 56 four door. I might be doing the brown duster next because I didn't really do anything with the four door other than just clean it out, and then that was that. I didn't film me putting the front suspension on it and buying that other chassis. I think I took pictures of it, but I was kind of rushing back then. So I'm thinking there might be some duster stuff because I need to sell that duster. So I probably should put the videos out. That way I can sell the duster. Well, don't worry, Corey. Not nearly as many Californians are going your way as they are coming here. Trust me on that. And they're not even the good Californians like I wouldn't mind. It's the bad ones. The ones that, you know, well, our idea didn't work down there, so let's move north and try it up here again. Can't even slaughter a pig in the front. I don't know. I haven't tried that one. I think you might get a couple Karens to call on that here. That's funny. Yeah, see, Chris lives far enough out. Yeah, they know better to even drive that far out. So you can get away with it there. Here in town, right out front of my place, I don't know, I might be able to get away with it. Probably not, but who knows? Times are changing around here, and it ain't for the better. Used to be we were a nice bedroom community of Portland, and that's the way I liked it. All the problems and big city issues and all that crap stayed on that side of the river. Perfect. Now, no. We gotta be bigger than Portland. We gotta be we can't be number 2 to Portland. We can be every number you want to be under Portland, as long as their BS and crap stay over there. I'm pretty fortunate I have some decent neighbors, though. I mean, where Chris is at is like there's some pretty good distance between neighbors. The kind of distance a guy needs. But yeah. I live on 25 years. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Really? How can they get away with throwing trailers out there without the county or city or whoever has a say in it? Because they definitely, well, if you pulled it onto property here, they'd probably bitch. But as long as you got it in the street and you're dumping your waste in the drains and everything, they won't say nothing. It's okay. It's fine. They're just down on their luck. Hey, what's up, Big Block 402? What's going on, guy? Yeah, it is. It is. It's happening everywhere. Oh, working the night shift. Huh? Right on, man. Yeah, I just got on here. I don't know, probably a couple hours ago. I went and did a swap meet today. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday swap meet, and I decided to get on and hang out for a bit, get off my feet. I'm definitely sore, really sore, and I got to go back. Well, I want to go back tomorrow. See the other part of it. The other half of it I didn't do. It's a big one. I was supposed to be at work today, but I got out of it. Tomorrow is my short week. I work a short and long week. Oh, really? Nice. Have you put up any of his truck on your channel? I don't remember seeing it. Or maybe I missed it if you did. Those are cool trucks. And he'll like that 390 in that thing. Was it a short bed or a long bed? I don't know if I've seen it. Oh, you're going back. You're not fooling anyone. Man, I'll tell you, it's going to be painful. But I'm probably going to go back. Yeah, those 58s are cool. I got a friend of mine in Oregon. He's trying to sell a 59. I think he wants like $2,500 for it. Short bed. Oh, right on. I think those trucks, 6-cylinder or the 8-cylinder, they all had the 9-inch. I don't think those ever had a date in them, but I think they're all 9-inchers. So, yeah, you're ready to go. You'll like it with that 390 in it though. It'll get up and go. That 6-cylinder, I think that was a 223. Yeah, not a huge powerhouse. Torquey, a little bit torquey, but yeah. When did the 300 come out? That's a good question. The 240 came out before it, and the 240 I think came out in 60. Shit, what year was that? I want to say 66 or 65. I know they're in 67s for sure. I don't know when the 300, because the 300 is basically the big brother. I cannot remember when the 300 came out. It had to have been on the bullnose trucks. Because I don't remember any dent side having a 300 in it. But I could be wrong. 65. Okay. Now, in 65, Corey, was that the 240 or was it the 300? Because what the hell did they put the 300 in 65 on up? Actually runs great. Had two of them. Oh, nice. One was rusted out bad. I got the 9-inch out. Oh, right on. Good deal. Yeah, those 9-inchers are good rear ends for even the earlier trucks. Like my 56, I have a rear end out of a 68, but the earlier ones from 67 to 57, they're actually even slightly narrower yet. I mean, maybe half an inch or so. They fit a little bit better than the 68 72s, but a lot of guys put those in the 56 back to 53. And I don't know. I think those will fit the F1s too, won't they? Or are they too wide? I'm not sure. Oh, the 300 was in 65. Okay. What did they put it in? Because I don't remember the trucks having a 300. Did they? It seemed like my 69 was originally a 240. And I just remember seeing a lot of trucks with 240s. Maybe the 300 was optional. I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, Dean definitely would know too, man. He's sharp as a tack with that stuff. Oh, okay. 3 inches narrower. See, that's perfect. Inch and a half on each side. Really? I hadn't seen a 300. At least if I, it seems like to me, most of the trucks I had were all either a 360, 390, 352, an FE, or the 240. I'll be damned. I'll have to pay more attention to those. 300 is a good engine. All right, Chris, you have a good night too, man. I think we're going to be shutting her down here in a minute, anyways. I'm starting to yawn, and I might be making other people yawn too. Have a good night, bud. Well, that's what I thought, Corey, because I honestly cannot recall seeing a 300 in a bumper dent side. Well, one from the factory. I know people put them in there, but I was thinking they were only in the 80s and up trucks. Read us a bedtime story. Nope, not gonna happen. I read you a short story. It's called My Bank Account. It took a hit today. Huh. A long bed flare side. So you're talking like the 88 to 96? Because I don't think I've ever seen one of those either. Yeah, 370, 70? Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. I honestly, I mean, even in the junkyards, crawling the junkyards, I don't remember seeing a 300 in those earlier trucks. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but it seemed like, especially the bump sides, every damn one of them had an FE in there. It was weird. Three little floors. Dancing your nuts. Yeah, I bet that long bed was probably goofy looking. Yeah, see, I've seen some extended cab flare sides. Matter of fact, if you all know who shade tree is. The one truck he's putting together is a extended cab flare side four wheel drive. I've seen those, but I have not seen a long bed flare side in that 92 to 96. That's interesting. You think maybe someone might have made it? Huh. That's weird. Oh, and it was an extended cab. Good Lord, that had been ugly as hell. I'll be damned. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we ended up with a few black flare sides and some of that crazy electric blue. That was another popular one. Was that electric blue? There was quite a few flare sides, um, regular flare sides built in that color up here. Huh. That's interesting. I never even known one existed. I didn't. That's why the hell would you order something like that? Just go with a full bed or full width bed. You wouldn't need to get one that's so long. I don't know. You tell it was original. Yeah. Huh. Really? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if do we have any pink ones around here? Or that I know what color you're talking about. I think I've even seen a green one, like a dark green one, but it had a silver stripe at the bottom. Maybe it was a promo rig or something, but I seen it on Marketplace once. Um, I wonder. Corey. I again, those are another year I don't really play around with much. I bet you they are fiberglass, but I don't know if they're bonded or if the whole side is one piece. I'd have a hard time believing if it was all steel. I thought they were fiberglass too. Don't quote me on that. They were pink, wanted to be purple. Google doesn't even have pictures of a long, but I did just see it. Nice. Yeah, see? You found a long wheelbase step side bump side. But okay, so the bump side trucks, they used a essentially a 53 to 56 bed. And those trucks had long beds too. So I could believe that because that's the bed that they used. I think was it the 3/4 ton? No, they had an F1 that was a long bed too. So yeah, I could believe that. But when you got to the years Corey's talking about, the 92 to 96, the step side was a complete different animal. So yeah, that's kind of nuts. What's in the big box behind you? What's, that one right there? That box? Those are drawers, pull out drawers. It's kind of like a cabinet with a bunch of drawers in it. My bolt bin, kind of like my bolt bin. I would like to have a bump side with the drivetrain out of my. Oh yeah, what do you got in your 23? Is it the Coyote? Is that what you have in there? C cab is the box. Yeah, the C cab is buried in a few buried under a few boxes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see it. I don't think I've never seen one. I've seen the bump and inside ones, typically 3/4 ton, but I've seen them. What's up with the C cab? Nothing's up with it. I'm just playing Bob the Builder. Eventually, I'll work on it sometime. Yeah, I didn't want an EcoBoost. Nothing wrong with them. I just want to be. Yeah. Well, it's the sound too. I mean, my dad bought before he passed. He bought a 19 with a 3.5 EcoBoost, and he wasn't a big V6 turbo guy either. But I think the test drive sold him, and the price was right too. He got a real good deal on it. Again, this was before the old COVID shit. Um, that thing pulls hard. I drove it. I drove it down to Nevada to go visit his brother and um, run it a few times in town. That I'll tell you, that EcoBoost V6, it gets it. It really does get it. Taco, I thought you were going to bed. Yeah, we're still here. Well, send me the picture to my email. It's down in the well, it's on my info page. It's Ollie's Garage at oh, my brain isn't working. Um, God. Anyway, it's on my About Me page. I can't even think of it. Oh, I'm bad. Gmail. Ollie's Garage at gmail.com. No apostrophe, just Ollie's with an S, garage, all one word. Shower time. Oh, yeah, it's definitely the turbos, Dean. Without the turbos, that thing would be a turd. Oh, you got to see if my Insta shows it. Ah, can't see anything with my glasses on up close. Let's take a look. No, that's a short bed, Corey. Yeah, that's a short bed. That's not a long bed. But because it's an extra cab, it makes it kind of look that way. But no, the box is a short box. Yep. That one there's definitely a short box. No question. I was gonna say I've never seen a long box step side in those years. So if there one that exists, I'd like to see it. But being an extended cab, which is kind of like um, Chef's truck, is the same way. But being a 4-wheel drive, it's up in the air. The length you don't notice it as much. I think being 2-wheel drive or was that 2-wheel drive? Let's see if it was. Oh, what did I do with it? There it is. Okay, no, that looks like it's 4-wheel drive, just sacked out. Yeah, they do look kind of weirdly long. I think the bed just doesn't doesn't do it justice or something. I don't know, it doesn't look quite right. And it's missing a huge chunk of the fender. But no, that without a doubt, that's definitely a short bed. Yeah, it was a pile of shit. Well, I'll tell you what, in the picture, it looks the part. Kind of wash my sweaty parts. Well, we ain't sweating here. It was cold today. Good God. Cold and rainy, but not too bad rain wise. Just cold though. The 3.5 has 500 foot-pounds of torque, huh? Yeah, see, my 460s, I think it was 466 foot-pounds. And I swear it pulls about as hard as my 460 truck does, my 78. And it's not no stock 460. I did some work to it. It does. It pulls just as hard. Dean, your brain's always working. Your your brain works better than mine does half the time. The turbo kind. I'll tell you what, that turbo makes the engine, but if you ever have computer issues or anything like that, you're screwed. I mean, they say you could pull a car trailer with that thing. Obviously, not too big or heavy of a car, but I'm a big boy. I sweat sometimes. Well, I'm not skinny either, but right now I'm using it for heat because it's chilly. And it was dumping rain just a minute ago. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a huge step side guy. I mean, they're okay in the 50s and maybe the early 60s are all right. I didn't particularly care for the bed on the 67 to 72, and the 73 to 9 didn't look right at all. And I honestly never liked it since. I just never cared for the look of the step side. But in the very early years, which is essentially what the truck bed was, no matter what, yeah, they look good. Usher Paul's ladies like it. Problem is, tacos is there's no ladies around for me to worry about liking. Which is also the reason why I have money to spend at a swap meet. Has a higher towing payload. Coyote. Yeah. Well, the crazy thing I is I own mostly two-wheel drives, and this is like four-wheel drive country. It's just for some unknown reason I always end up with a two-wheel drive. My dad had a first generation Lightning. I see Bryce is asking about that about a Lightning. My dad had a first gen um, with the Lightning 351, the GT40 351, and I mean that was a fun truck for its time. It was a fun truck. So I get it. I mean, unless you're pretty much a flatlander out there, so I don't know how much snow you really get out there to worry about it. Our biggest problem out here is snow on hills, ice. But I mean, four wheel drive isn't going to fix anything on ice either. Do you like the one? Well, okay. So Bryce is asking me about the Lightning, which the second gen Lightnings have that step side bed. Yeah, they're okay, but the Lightning's a toy too. You're not really doing anything with it. So, you know, I'm sorry, I'm nailing someone's sister. Oh, couldn't be Bryce's, could it? How does that make you feel? Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, the mouth breather part. You know, I like I said, I got around for years with the two-wheel drive. Um, well, ever since I started working where I've been working, and I'm a plow driver in the wintertime. I've drove a two-wheel drive truck into work. I occasionally have to chain it up, but that's all I've used. And lately, the amount of morons on the road, it's you need the extra traction and stuff like that because of them, not because of the weather. That's the problem. I can get around in it just fine if I'm taking my time and driving sensible, but the rest of the clown show that lives here doesn't do that. They wreck into everything. They slide through stop signs. They're getting stuck on medians and shit. Just yeah, or tailgating you and then running into your ass when you try to stop. It's yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, for 2 days. Yeah, see, it doesn't make much sense to have a four-wheel drive if you're really, on the average. Not even where I live here. We're on the west side of the Cascades, so we don't get as much snow as the east side does, or the Cascades themselves. So our worst storms go to maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and that's it. And then the snow's all gone. Yeah, very rarely does it hang around because we end up getting the warm front off the ocean, and it stops right at the Cascade Mountain Range, which is just on the east side of I-5. And that corridor, north to south, stays rather warm when it's not frozen. Now, the east side of the state, tundra. Tundra. It's dry, it's arid, it's cold. When it snows, it stays forever. Rusty Iron, he'll be able to tell you about that. Yeah. See, I think Rusty's up there. He's even in the hills too, which I mean, we got hills here as well, but he is definitely in four-wheel drive country. I wouldn't dare not own one where he's at. And even when you come up out of where I live, up into the hills, well, Chris isn't here, but where Chris lives, it's snowing up there when it's not here. So a lot of times, those guys that live just outside of town, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, their elevation, they're quite a ways up. So they're up in the snow up there. And again, forest and everything else, trees coming down, stuff like that. Um, well, we get snow. Like I said, it's only a couple blasts a year and even then, it seems like the snow keeps coming later and later and later every year. Growing up here, we used to have white Christmases, or it would snow in the month of December. Hell, I think it even snowed a time or two in November. But shit, last November, I know October for sure, we still had like 60-degree weather. Um, it was 50s going into December. We now typically get snow January, February, and it'll come in, maybe screw up your life for a week, if that, and then it'll melt off. So we don't get a ton. Like we used to get more snow than we do now. But this area has been changing. They've been just clear cutting the hell out of all the trees and stuff and building house on top of house on top of house. And you can't sit here and tell me that doesn't affect the way the weather cycle works. I'm sorry. You can't convince me it doesn't change something. But progressively, our snow time has been moving further and further back. It's really weird, or forward rather, moving progressively forward on the calendar. And you think Ohio, hell, it should snow a ton there because I remember hearing about it. you know, that's basically the Midwest, Mid East. What do you guys consider yourself? That was snow country. I mean, Does any part of New Zealand see any snow, Dean? Do you get anything at all in New Zealand? Or are you pretty much non-snow permanently? If you're not a city slicker. Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I mean, you almost have to have a four-wheel drive even when you're a city slicker here now, just to avoid the dumb shits on the road. Not that you need it to get around, but to prevent you from slamming into the moron show that's out on the road that shouldn't be. You know, the ones that are like, oh, I seen a video of how to drive in snow, and then next thing you know, they're out there thinking they're experts or carelessly driving like idiots, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it. That's nuts. 2 days, huh? That's funny. But hey, I wouldn't cry about that because snow sucks. I'm sorry, but there's people that love that crap, but I ain't one of them. Maybe because I have to work when it snows. That might be a part of the reason I don't care for it. But it's good overtime because it's usually what happens is we end up kicking into 12s and we just do 12 to 12, 12 to 12, you know, or well, 7 to 7, 7 to 7 nights or days. So it ends up being good money in the end of it all. We get snow about 1,000 feet at a time in winter everywhere. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure of. Um, I wasn't sure about the elevation in New Zealand. If you had an area on the island, well, is it considered an island? I mean, it's not. I guess I shouldn't call it an island. It's bigger than an island. I didn't know what kind of elevation New Zealand had. Yep. Yep. Driving in snow is important to learn, man. The thing of it is, you can really get around without anything if you just know how to drive. You don't really need traction devices. You don't need four wheel drive. You can get around. It's the getting the skill to do it, and you know, not having idiots on the road trying to run you over. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind snow too much in the beginning. And again, plowing was kind of fun. But what makes plowing miserable is all these damn people. You know, I'm trying to get out there and open the roads up for these clowns, and all they do is get in the way. Or they're getting stuck on a median, or they slid off the damn road or some shit like that. They're in my way, and I can't get around them. And I know we got one road that runs north and south up off the Columbia River up into the east side of town. And it's of course they got other freaking islands and shit. So you have 2 lanes that run north, 2 lanes run south. There's a curbing, an island, and more curbing. So it's not like I can go around all the spun out cars on the hill. I have to kind of dig my way through all the cars, like nail punch a passageway through when the snow gets real deep. Uh, it's a pain in the butt. And most of these cars, if they just stay the hell out of the way and off to the side, I can just blast through a couple lanes on the inside and keep people moving up the hill. But yeah, forget it. So between that and miserably cold, and I think just being old, I don't like the cold as much. Yeah, well, snow sucks. I remember driving to school. Yeah. Yeah, they do close school for some really stupid. I think that this last storm we had this year, I was a little upset with a couple of days they pulled because I didn't think they were that bad. But in their defense, they have to kind of do it and pre-funk it. So everything was pointing to ice storm and continuing because we were in the middle of one already, which got school canceled. It was miserable. But by the second day, I think it was much better. and they just had the kids stay home again. This is not recently, but a couple months ago. So yeah, I mean, I know they call it a lot, but they gotta pre-funk it these days. Uh, time you had, yeah, I don't mind the coast too much, Taco, other than the salt air just tears the shit out of the cars. That's the only thing, because, yeah. I'll go to the beach for rod run, and that's about as far as I'll go. Oh, there you go, Rusty Iron. I learned how to drive with snow in a 65 Ford truck. Two-wheel drive, 352 with the 3-speed. Probably open differential, too. That had to have been fun. Yeah, I still got my first truck. Well, if you want to call it a truck. My Ranchero, 67 Ranchero. So well, in my 69 F100 I have, the one I've been driving in the snow, that is technically my first actual real truck. It's, my Ranchero. I tell everyone it's a roofless station wagon is what I tell them. It's basically what it is. I was at the cardboard box, so I moved to the Well, I don't know if I could live on the coast. It's just the salt air would drive me nuts. Just because it makes everything remotely shows metal rust like instantly. It's a good place to visit, and I think I might want to keep it that way. Dean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong there. Oh, you have a 67 as well? Right on, Bruce. 69s are cool too. That's the Torino body. I've never had one, and that's another one I've never had is that Torino chassis. One of these days I'll have to get me one to play with. Yeah, my 67 I've had since I was 12 or 13, I think. Since 91. It's been a while. But again, Dad and I were doing those fair lanes, so I love the 66 and 67 fair lane. So naturally, kind of got gravitated to the 67 Ranchero. Not that I got anything against the Torinos. I like them too. But that's the problem is I like too many cars. Way too many. Side winds. Oh, you know what? Are those they don't have a wind wing in them either, do they? Are they a glue-in track like the Mustangs were? I thought that was kind of a stupid Ford idea. I didn't know if the Torinos were the same way or not, but I know the 69 Mustang the glass was actually glued into the track. I didn't care for that. That was a pain in the ass when I did that one. I had a 69 Mustang for a little while. If anyone bags the CIA, yeah, we know what the CIA's up to. Absolutely no good. Night owl. It's still early here, man. Some of us don't have to go to work tomorrow. That's why we're up hanging out. At least me, I don't. I'm going to a swap meet instead. What's going on, Junkyard D? Who's who here? I'm just a nobody. That's all I am. They suck in the winter. Oh, really? Well, they did. What's wrong with them in the winter? Well, I said I drove my Ranchero a few times in the winter, and I don't know. It was okay. Thinking and drinking. Still at work, envious? Hey, you're a little further along. Oh no, I don't, Dean. There ain't nothing special about me. Just another nobody in a flannel. Why is a 1970 bug go? Oh, where are you seeing that? And you know what? I'm not surprised. No frame mark. Oh. So you're getting like a lot of air leaks and stuff around the roof seals and whatnot. I didn't think of that. That's right. Yeah, that might suck a little bit. But still, I mean, are they that bad that they leak that bad? I don't remember if I ever drove my Mustang in the winter. I didn't have it very long. I would have noticed it freezing me to death. My buddy of mine had a 70. He never really complained much. You know what he complained about? He had a factory AC car and the damn heater core went out and he never wanted to fix it. So I don't think his car had heat anyways. Craigslist? Really? Wow. I don't know, man. Prices are weird right now. Like I said, some shit is selling and things I would expect to see sold aren't. I don't know. That's strange. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That you guys really get rolled over the or raked over the coals in California. I mean, I don't know what your tax rates are there. You have an income taxes there as well. 'Cause I know Oregon does, but we don't here in Washington. We don't yet. The powers to be are trying to put one in place, but we've been fighting it. I mean, Christ, they already tax us enough as it is. Why do they need to? What's the income tax? No. Get out of here, that noise. Uh, Fonzie scheme, Ponzi. Oh, it's 64 Buick Riviera. Is that the one with the crazy headlights? The clamshell headlights? Or was that 65? But again, how many Rivieras have survived? I mean, I don't know how many Buick actually made. Not that they didn't make a bunch. They made a bunch, but it just seems like 4 round high. Okay. All right, man. Well, have a good night. I think I'm probably going to be shutting it down here in about 5 minutes. I know I said that an hour ago, but we're going to have to do it this time. I've got to get to bed. Right, but were they stacked headlights and they opened like a clamshell, like they had covers on them? I'm pretty sure one of those. I thought the 64 was the one that did that. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's just it too. I mean, 80 to 90,000, you should be doing really well. Even here, dude, 80 to 90 is about the average. I make less than that. And if it wasn't for the fact I bought my house when I bought it, I would never be able to afford to buy this house. There's no way. But I bought it 20 years ago when prices weren't insane like they are now. My my mortgage is cheap. I mean, the average mortgage here now is like $2,500 a month. There's no way. There's no way. And that's just the mortgage. That doesn't account for all the other freaking bills too. So yeah, insane. Oh, okay, two each side. Okay, they're sideways instead up and down. Is that what you mean? Maybe it was the 63 that stood up and down. Or I don't know. I just think of the one on Roadhouse. Yeah, yeah. See, that's like Junkyard D said. Oh, 66. Okay. Yep. That's the road. That's the one I was thinking of, Roadhouse. Hey, those ribbies are cool, man. I mean, 14,000 is a little, I mean, what'd you say? 14 or 19? It was 19.4, I think you said, right? Yeah, you know. The crazy thing is all the damn parts to put it together, the paint and all that stuff is doubled in price. So what do? You tack it on the price tag of the car. Next thing you know, boom, now you're at 19.4. You know, what's roast out 68 boat tail? Well, you know, one of the guys at work retired. Jesus, he might have been retired a few years ago. He went and bought a 68 or 9 boat tail, or was it only 1 year? His is a boat tail, but I thought he said it was a 69. I don't know the Rivieras that well. He ended up paying 12 or 14 for it, I think. Car's pretty much done. Really, really nice shape. It had a one piece of trim that had a blemish in it. It was a little, like a parking lot ding or something in it. But yeah, I mean that's what he paid for his. But that was, I'm thinking that might have been 6 or 8 years ago. I don't know. Everything's gotten expensive. It's all I can say. I know if I'm not shopping around trying to get bargains, man, I won't be able to afford to do this stuff either. It's tough. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up for the night. I'm going to go in and throw my stuff back together again and get ready for tomorrow and go spend what last money I have in my savings account. Do the other half of swap meet and find all kinds of shit that I don't need. No, you can't. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with the dollars now. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. It's awesome. Like having you in here. Figured, it's been a while since we chatted. Always a good time. I know. Sorry, dude. Man, I started this thing 3 hours ago. I was only supposed to be on like an hour or so, but it was good talking. Man, I had a good time. So hit us up with the next one or tomorrow night. Remember, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific, game show trivia. Be there. Even you envious, watch it from work. Hell, all you guys, show up. You're the voters. You're the one that decides who's right and who's wrong. So it's on Bryce's channel, I Spider Garage. He's the one that does the trivia. I will have a live tomorrow night too. We'll do a StreamYard one. So tomorrow night, it'll be after the game shows, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. So, anyways, so we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow, and you'll probably see me dog ass tired tomorrow because I'll be there. Let's see here. So, anyways, have a good night, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming.